Hello guys, this is Know Your Goal. Today it is mathematics lesson, so we'll be dealing with applications. Must be pakati inside.
Okay guys, today let us look at the application of those functions. Now let us say you are given f of x which equal to 4 over x minus 3 plus 2. Now the only thing that you have to know is to identify the type of the graph. Now this graph is called hyperbola. Now the question comes and say sketch the graph. What is it that you have to know whenever you are going to sketch the graph? Now, the only thing that you have to first start with is to identify the asymptotes of the function. Now, the asymptotes of the function, you have x minus 3, which equal to 0, then x equal to 3. Now, you need to have the equations of the asymptotes or the coordinates of the asymptotes. Now, for the y1, we know we just take, which is y equal to 2. Now, another thing that you need to have whenever you sketch the graph, you need to have the x and the y intercept. Now, how do we find the x and the y intercept? We know that the x intercept y equal to 0. Now, you need to determine the x intercept of that function. The x intercept y equal to 0. Now, which means you are going to have 4 over x minus 3 plus 2, then equal to 0. In order for you to find out the x-intercept. Now, guys, whenever you have something like this, you have to make sure that you take this to the other side. Now, it's going to be 4 over x minus 3, which equal to negative 2. Whenever it goes to the other side, you must be aware of the changing of the sign. Now, okay. Now, this is the same as negative 2 over 1. Then you are going to have the cross multiplication sign. Then you are going to say 4 times 1, which is 4, equal to negative 2 multiplied by x minus 3. Then you have negative 2 multiplied by x minus 3. Now guys, then you divide by negative 2. You divide by negative 2. Then it's going to be negative 2, which equal to x minus 3. Then we need to find the value of x. In order for us to find the value of x, we are going to take this negative 3 to the other side. Then you have to know that it's going to change the sign. Then it's going to be negative 2 plus 3, which equal to x. Negative 2 plus 3, if ever you can punch in your calculator, is going to be 1, which equal to x. Then our x-intercept, we have 1 and 0. Guys, then you need to find also the y-intercept of this function. And the y-intercept of this function provided that x equal to 0. Then y-intercept, you have to indicate that you need to find the y-intercept. X equal to 0. When x equal to 0, you have f into 0, which equal to 4 over 0 minus 3 plus 2, which equal to 4 divided by negative 4 divided by 3 plus 2. Then it's going to be 3 times 2 is going to be 6. 6 minus 4 is going to be 2 over 3. Now together, guys. Now, you have x-intercept and you have the y-intercept, and together with the asymptotes, you must know that you can draw this graph. Okay, guys. Now, let's go to the question. Let us go and sketch the graph. Now, whenever we sketch the graph, we need to determine or to identify the asymptotes. Then our asymptote is 3 and 2. You indicate them. Then you have 3 and 2. You must always remember that this y asymptote will shift the y-axis. This is the asymptote, which is 3. And this one is the horizontal asymptote. This one is the vertical asymptote. And the horizontal asymptote is going to shift the x-axis. Then here we have y equal to 2. Now, how do we draw this graph, guys? Listen, this thing is very simple. You just have to follow the steps. Now, first thing first, we identify the asymptotes. Now, this line is called 3. Now, each and every graph comes from the origin. So, now you have 3, which is y-axis. Now, it's either you go to the left or you go to the right, where you're going to find 0. If ever you check, this part now is 3. If you go to the left, it's going to be 3, 2, 1, 0. Then you're going to find your 0 at this point. That is your y-axis. This is your y-axis. Now, if ever you can check this one, this line now is called 2. Now, guys, you must remember, this asymptote does change. You might find that at the other question you're given -3 and -1. It's not a problem. As long as you know where you need to find 0. Okay. Now, this is y equal to 2. This one I told you that is going to shift the x-axis either to the left or to the right. Now, you have 2. If ever you go up or down, are you going to find 0 first? Then you say, no, this is 2. If ever you go up, you are going to find 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will never find 0 that side. But if you go down from 2, it's going to be 2, 1, 0. That is where you are going to find your x-axis. This is your origin. This is x. That is your origin. That is where the graph is coming from. Now, guys, just because now we have the origin, we need to determine the x-intercept. You know that x-intercept you have 1 and 0, and the y-intercept you have 0 and 2/3. Now let's check. Whenever x is 1, now x is 1. You can check from this side. Then you have an x-intercept there. Okay. And the y-intercept is 2/3. 2/3 I think is going to be 1, or 0, something. Then you name it that side. Now, you go and check the position of the graph. Now, the position of the graph is determined by the value of A. Now, the A now is positive. I told you that whenever A is positive, the graph is going to lie on the first quadrant and the third quadrant. If ever you can check, this is your first quadrant. That is your first quadrant. Now, your third quadrant is this part. And now, just because you have the x-intercept and the y-intercept, that is why this graph is going to lie at this point. That is how we draw parabol. Like, in order for you, you need to level the x-intercept, which is 1 and 0, and 0 and 2/3. This is how you need to draw this graph. This one is hyperbola. Okay, guys, now let us move to the other question or the other application of the graph. Now, let us consider f of x which equal to -2x squared plus x plus 6. Now, this graph now is called parabola. Now, and let's say there's a very simple question, it says sketch the graph. Sketch the graph. You just have to know whenever you sketch the graph, you need to have the x-intercept and the y-intercept. Now, let us find the x-intercept of that function. The x-intercept says that y equal to z. Then it's going to be -2x squared plus x plus 6 equal to 0. -2x squared plus x plus 6 equal to 0. Now, let us divide by negative. If you divide by negative, you're going to have 2x squared minus x minus 6, which equal to 0. Now, this is trinomial. You need to know how to factorize trinomial. In order for you to factorize trinomial, we use the common brackets. And just because this one is a prime number, it has only 2 factors, which is 2x and x. Now, guys, when you factorize this part, you are going to find the factors of 6 when you multiply them with the factors of 2, when you subtract them, they must give you negative 1. If you check, you have 2 and 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 is negative 1. Therefore, you are going to have positive and negative. Now, then you say 2x plus 3 equal to 0, or x minus 2 equal to 0. From the law of what? Of equations. Now, you are going to have 2x equal to minus 3. Then you divide by 2. You divide by 2. You have x which equal to minus 3 over 2. And go to this one. You have or x minus 2 equal to 0. Then you take negative 2 to the other side. You have x equal to 2. Those ones are the values of what? Of x. You need to have 2 values of x just because of these 2. Now, the coordinates is going to be negative 3 over 2 and 0, or 2 and 0. That one is the x-intercept, provided that y equal to 0. Then you're going to find the y-intercept. The y-intercept of this graph, such that x equal to 0. Now the y-intercept x equal to 0, then you're going to have f into 0, which equal to negative 2 into 0 squared plus 0 plus 6. The answer is 6. If you punch on your calculator, you're going to find 6. Then the coordinates is going to be 0 and 6. That one is the y-intercept. Guys, this graph, whenever you sketch this graph, you need to also have the turning point of this graph. Let us go and find the turning point of this graph. Let us find the turning point of this graph. You cannot draw the graph of parabola if ever you don't have the turning point. Now, the turning point is going to be the turning point. The turning point, you know that the turning point is given by x and 1. If ever you can check this type of equation, it is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. Now, how do we find the turning point on that type of the graph? We are going to say x equal to minus b over 2a. X equal to minus b over 2a. Then you're going to have negative. Your b here is 1 divided by 2. Your a is negative 2. Then it's going to be negative 2. If you part your calculator, you're going to have negative 1 divided by negative 4, which equal to 1 over 4. Then you have 1 over 4. That is your x value of the what? Of the turning point of that graph. Okay, let us find the y value. How do we find the y value? If ever you can recall, I told you that you are going to substitute this value of x to the original graph in order for you to find the what? The y value. Now, you are going to substitute f into 1 over 4 into the original graph. The graph that you are given is negative 2 into, whenever there is x, you are going to put 1 over 4, then it's going to be squared plus x, which is 1 over 4 plus 6. If you move this one on your calculator, you are going to find something like 14.9 over 8. That is how you are going to find the turning point of the graph. That is your y value. This one is your x value on the turning point, and this one is your y value on the what? On the turning point. Alright guys, let us go and sketch this graph. Let us go and sketch that graph. You must always remember that whenever you sketch this graph, these graphs are not sketched in according to what? To a scale. So you just have to make sure that you substitute or you indicate the x-intercept and the y-intercept. This is your x-intercept, that is your y-axis. Alright. Now, First thing first that you need to have the x-intercept. You have negative 3. Let's say negative 3 is at this point, negative 3 over 2 and 0. And you have 2 and 0. 2 is in the positive x. Let us say it's 2 and 0. And you have your y-intercept, which is 0 and 6. 0 and 6. Let us say 0 and 6 is at this point. You have 0 and 6. Now we're going to check the turning point. The turning point, the value of x is 1 over 4. The value of x is 1 over 4. It's 1 over 4. It's 1 over 4. 1 over 4, let's say, is somewhere here. And also, the y value of the turning point is 49 over 8. Let us say, is somewhere here. Then, this coordinate is 1 over 4. It's 1 over 4 and 49 over 8. Now, you have something like that. Okay. Let us say this one is here. You have, this one is minus 3 over 2. That is a small value. It's minus 3 over 2 and 0. Now, you are going to sketch that graph. You use your free hand. You don't have to use your ruler and a parabola. You have to show that it has the turning point. That is how you sketch that graph. That is how you are going to sketch that graph. This graph is called parabola. It's called parabola graph. That is how you sketch that graph. The reason why it's like this is just because our A here, it was negative 2x squared plus x plus 6. If ever you can check, our A here is negative. That's why our graph, the shape of that graph is like this. Just because of this negative. Negative is very important. If ever you can check the negative. Guys, if ever you have x-intercept and the y-intercept together with the turning point of this graph, then this is how you sketch that graph. Okay guys, now let us move to the other type of the graph. Now, you are given f of x which equal to 2 to the exponent negative x plus 1. Now, this graph is called exponential graph. Now, you are given in the form which is given in the form of 2 into the exponent minus x plus 1. Now, this one, you can put it, is the same as if you write it in the form of 1 over 2 to the exponent x plus 1. So that you can know that this type of the graph is the reflection one from the original one. But now you are not given the original, you are given the reflection graph. Now, the first question says sketch the graph. Sketch the graph. Guys, whenever they say sketch the graph, you just have to know that you need to have the x-intercept, the y-intercept. On this function, you need to know that we only have one horizontal asymptote. So which means, let's say solution. That is, you need to find the horizontal asymptote. And the horizontal asymptote is given by y equal to q. But now our q in this graph is 1. Therefore, it's going to be y equal to 1. That is the horizontal what? Asymptote. It's going to be y equal to 1. Now, you need to find the x-intercept. The x-intercept such that y equal to 0. The x-intercept y equal to 0. Therefore, it's going to be 2 to the 1 over 2 to the exponent x plus 1 equal to 0. If you take this one to the other side, it's going to be 1 over 2 the exponent x, which equals to negative 1. Now, if ever we're dealing with the exponential graph, you need to remember about the exponent laws. But in this case, you need to know that there is not any law of exponent that it applies here whenever there's negative 1. If only it was 1. But just because it's negative 1, you just have to write no solution for that one. For x-intercept, there's no solution. Then we go for the y-intercept. For the y-intercept, we know that y-inter such that x equal to 0. Y-intercept x equal to 0. That is your y-intercept, x equal to 0. Then you just go and say f into 0, which equals, you go to this one, which is 1 over 2, the exponent 0 plus 1, which equals any number to the exponent 0 according to the laws of exponent equal to 1. Then it's going to be 1 plus 1. Then 1 plus 1 is going to be 2. Then you have your 2 that side. Then the y-intercept is 0 and 2. Now, in order for you to draw or to sketch this graph, you only need to have the asymptote, the x-intercept, and the y-intercept. Let us go and draw that graph. Therefore, it's going to be x-axis and y-axis. Guys, each and every graph, you need to draw it on the Cartesian plane. This is the Cartesian plane. Now, this is your origin, 0 and 0. Now, okay, what is your asymptote? Your asymptote is y equal to 1. If ever you can check, this is the positive y and this is the negative y. Now, your positive y is that side, therefore, you indicate the asymptote using the special line, which is the dotted line. Then that is your y, which is called y equal to 1. That is y equal to 1. And what about the x-intercept? You know that the x-intercept, there's no solution that side of x-intercept. Now we move from the x-intercept, there's no solution. Then you go to the y-intercept, is 0 and 2. If ever you can check that, because this line is y, therefore the 2 is on top of that line. Then you have 2 that side. You have 2 that side. You have 2 that side. Let me increase this line so that you can see it properly. This is 1. Then you have 2. Let's say 2 is here. This is what exists. This is 2. Therefore, it's going to be 0 and 2. Now, if ever you can check the shape of that graph, you know that this type of the graph is the reflection one. And with respect to y-axis, that is what it is going to be like this. The shape of that graph is going to be like that. That graph is called y equal to the negative x plus 1. That is how you need to draw exponential. You need to be careful about the asymptote, the x and the y-intercept. If ever x-intercept there is no solution, guys, don't force it to be or to have solution. This is how you sketch the exponential graph.